Welcome friends to another session of the Silk Route to Excel at Work. The past few sessions we have been learning about the various functions in Excel and a few tips and tricks to get the best out of Excel. Thanks for being with me. Please inform your colleagues, friends to subscribe so that they, you, me can all excel at work. In the previous few videos, we have seen shortcuts to make our work easier in Excel. We will continue in the shortcuts for Excel formatting shortcuts. Format anything, well, almost anything. Use Ctrl+1 key. That is, if you are here and to format this cell, use Ctrl+1. It opens up the format cells window where you can use all the available formatting options. Next, if you want to go directly to the font tab in the format cells, use Ctrl+Shift+F. That is, if you are here, use Ctrl+1, you go to the number. If you want to go to the format cells tab in the font tab, use Ctrl+Shift+F. So directly go to the font tab here. Ctrl+1 takes you to the number by default, and then you click to the font tab or other border as you want. In case you want to directly go to the font tab here, since this data is primarily in letters, not using numbers, so Ctrl+Shift+F directly takes me to the font tab where I can change the font size, the font style, the size, options of underlining a single or double accounting, single accounting, color, and then the effects. So use all these fonts, all these options, use directly Ctrl+Shift+F. Apply bold is Ctrl+B, italics is Ctrl+I, underlining is Ctrl+U. Ctrl+U always gives you a single line as a default option. That is, use Ctrl+B, bold. Again, this is toggle key. Again, Ctrl+B makes it again back to normal. Ctrl+I is italics. Again, Ctrl+I is this. Ctrl+U is underline. Like I said, using a single cell is single underline. You can use in combination Ctrl+B, Ctrl+I, Ctrl+U. If you want to remove one particular option, use the particular toggle key. Next is strike through formatting. Again, Ctrl+5. So now you can strike the whole thing out. You bold it, you underline, and then strike it out. Or remove the bold, remove the underline, keep the strike out. Strike through. Remove the strike through, Ctrl+5. The next set of formatting shortcuts, align center, is alt+h+A+C. That is, use the combination of alt+h and then align, and then C for center. Alt+h is a formatting option. If I give alt+h, all these are available here. Align, see, align left, center right, T goes to top, M goes to middle, B goes to the bottom. So this is T. Again, alt+h, align middle. So just want to see the shortcut keys here. Alt+h, align, you get top, middle, bottom, left, center, right, and then number key. We'll come to it later a bit. So here, if I want to use the left align, I use the left. I want to use the right, I use the right. It goes to the right. The whole data is aligned to the right. Again, alt+h+A+C, it is center. So now we have chosen the, so this is center of the cell, both in terms of vertical and horizontally. That is alt+h+A. You want the top vertically, use a T. alt H A, M is for middle, B is for bottom, left, center and right. So we choose the right key and we choose the alt H A bottom. So let's go to the bottom right of the cell. The various key combinations, center, left, right. I didn't show you the top, bottom, middle. I just see the demo there. Next is indent alt H6. Indent is where you need to move the whole data to the right a bit. The whole data, that is the default like is alt H A left is the default data. The whole thing you want to move. Let us just bring it. Yeah, this you want to move slight indent to the right. Use alt H6. Alt H6 takes you a bit right. One bit more inside here. You see that this is the border for the data. This wraps after the space which you have selected here. So alt H6 makes it little more. Alt H6 takes it more. So you see the same word came to the third line here. The came to the third word. So this is how you indent data. That is, you draw imaginary line here and the whole data is aligned to the particular data here. Remove indent, alt H5. Again, alt H5 removes the indent. Is now without the indent here. Increase font size one step. This is alt HFG. Again, like I said, as you have seen, using the alt H gives you plenty of options. What I have shown you the important options which are normally and widely used. You can always experiment and use other shortcuts which you might be useful in your particular profession or particular worksheet which are using that point of time. So alt H, there are many combinations here. X is cut, C is copy, paste, options. There are many. You just have to go through each one, see which best suits you. Like I said, now you want to increase the font. F G, increase the font. Alt H F G, increase the font. Want to decrease the font. Alt H F K, decrease the font. Alt H F K, Alt H F K, Alt H F K. Decreasing it up to, you see is 8 here is the minimum font size. You can't go below that unless you want to physically write it. So yeah, you can always type the font size that you want here, although people might wonder why you are putting such a small font which is barely visible. The default option, the lowest minimum possible font by default is 8. If you want to go less than that, you can always type it there. We use font size of 1, but like I said, well, people have different tastes. Fine. So if you want to increase the font, alt HFK, decrease the font, alt HFG, increase the font. Decrease font is alt HFK. Like I said earlier, you just have to wade through the various combinations here, alt H combination, to decide to learn which shortcuts you want to keep in your memory, and which you can always pull up by just using the alt H key. Thanks for watching. We'll now end this session, and next session we'll go on to the formatting number shortcuts. Thanks for watching. With this, we come to end of this session of Excel at Work. Hope you have learned something new or refreshed what you already know. Please share this with your friends, family and colleagues to help them, you and me, to excel at work. Thanks for watching.